Welcome. Welcome to Sue's University of Life. I'm Sue Gaskell-Barlow, and I want to ask you a question. Why do you say yes when you want to say no? Why do you eat when you're not hungry? Are you an all or nothing person? Once the bottle's open, you drink the bottle. Once the chocolates are open, you eat all of them. And why do you say yes when you want to say no? And we can turn that around. Why do you say no when you want to say yes? So those things are incredibly important to each and every one of us, because if your health's in jeopardy and you know that you really do need to lose weight, for instance, and every time you say, right, I'm going to stick with it, and then somebody tempts you and says, oh, it's all right, go on, just have one. What do you do? How do you deal with that? So this is a quick live, a very quick live, and a couple of little ideas for you to think about. I'm about food for thought. It'd be great if you followed me on Sue's University of Life. It'd be great if you signed up for my newsletter. Have a look on the website. I've got groups. I've got so much to share and happy to share. Relationships. Why do you say yes when you want to say no? So next time someone phones you and says, oh, are you doing anything? And you're at home relaxing and you say no, that's a really important thing to understand, because you've said you're doing nothing. The other person now can say, oh, will you do me a favour? So that's the reverse of saying you're doing nothing when you're relaxing. Think about that. Another way of thinking about this is somebody phones you and says, oh, how are you? And your response is, I'm fine. How are you? So I'm fine, how are you means frustrated, insecure, neurotic and emotional. Think about that. And a lot of us are. Or you could say, hi, not how are you? Because that person now is going to talk to you for half an hour. You'll listen and they say, oh, it's great to talk to you. I always feel better when I've spoken to you. See you later, off they go. So why do you say yes when you want to say no? Why do you say no when you really would like to say yes? And that's something that takes a few new skills for you to make sense of. So the next time you answer the phone, a text, a message, or somebody says something and you really want to say no, this is your homework. And do leave me a message. Let me know that you've seen this. Great for you to find out. If you want to learn a little bit more about your choices, if you're locked in old ideas, you say, oh, I wonder why I really want to say no. And you find yourself saying yes. So the next time you do that, I suggest you write down, why have I just said yes? And I don't want to do whatever was asked of me. Now, put your pen in your other hand, non-dominant hand, and quietly write the answer. And because you've got to concentrate, you might find out a little bit about why you respond and what's the payoff. And there's always a payoff. As I said, this is a short 5-minute live, and I'm happy to enjoy your company. I'm really looking forward to seeing that you've joined the newsletter. You'll get one a month automatically. And pop and see the website and maybe subscribe. And if you can do anything today for yourself and other people, be kind. Be kind. Bye for now.